Hey guys, Nomorop4 here. Today going to be doing a review on the Kahr PM9. First things first, make sure the gun is safe. It is. First thing I want to talk about, size and weight. Obviously this gun is designed for concealed carry. When Kahr made it, that's the target market that they were considering, concealed carry. Permit holders, people that need to have a small concealable gun. The overall length of this gun is 5.3 inches. The overall height is exactly 4 inches. Pretty narrow, not sure exactly what the measurement is there, but it's pretty small. The overall weight is 14 ounces of the pistol. Weight of the magazine is 1.9 ounces. The larger 7-round magazine is probably 0.3, maybe 0.5 heavier than that due to the extender, the little grip extension right here, but still pretty lightweight. Now loaded, 9mm round obviously, so obviously it will be heavier, but not that much heavier. Firepower of the gun, again, 9mm. Big discussion about what is the best self-defense round. That's not what we're here to talk about today. But this is what I do use when carrying this gun for self-defense. Federal Premium's 124 grain Hydroshock jacketed hollow points. They are pretty nasty little guys, as you can see. But that's what I use. A lot of different options out there. Corbon's another good brand. Whatever you can find, though, is the best, as long as you have something in there. Anyway, moving on to the next thing is accuracy. Very, very pleased with this gun's accuracy. I'm not in any means a top marksman, but I was able to obtain very good groups after only shooting for about a half an hour. Breaking it in. This was brand new when I bought it, so there was a break-in period. Kahr says about 200 rounds. I think it was probably a little bit less than that. I did shoot 200 rounds the first day I had it out on the range. I was there for a long time, but it did seem like there was a little bit of a break-in period, but more so it might have been the fact that I was getting used to the double action of the gun. It's double action only, so it has a much longer trigger pull, which I was kind of surprised by just because I'm not used to it. Not to say it's a bad thing. It just did take me some time to get used to that. But once I did, my groups were pretty accurate. Pretty close, I mean. Even though it is a long trigger pull, it is very smooth. So I found that it didn't really affect my accuracy. The gun in your hand feels pretty good. Personally, I have bigger hands, so I was partial to the larger magazine. After shooting a couple times with each magazine, I found I did like the larger one because it did give me something to grip on the bottom of the gun. Didn't really get any issues with blister on the inside of the hand there. And again, I did shoot 200 rounds. But it does feel pretty solid in your hand. I did like to put my pointer finger on my left hand over top of the trigger guard there. Not an issue unless you're going to put on a laser, maybe a Crimson Trace laser guard. I'm actually considering doing that, so kind of rules me out of being able to use the smaller magazine. With getting my whole hand on there, it's definitely doable, but definitely going to have to use this magazine to get the full grip when I do get that Crimson Trace installed. But overall, still pretty manageable. Even if you do have big hands, you can use this thing. As far as the gun itself goes, ease of use, it's pretty simple. There's nothing complicated about this gun as compared to any of the other semi-automatics out there. The takedown is a little bit different than your typical Springfield, anything like that. I will do a video on takedown of this. There weren't that many on the internet I found. Actually, there weren't very many reviews on this gun at all, so hopefully this helps out, and hopefully the takedown video will as well. As far as uses for this gun, as I said before, you know, this is a concealed carry gun. It very easily is concealed in a pocket, on an ankle possibly, or in, you know, some sort of in the waistband holster. It is very small, and it meets your needs as far as a concealed carry weapon goes. I know that the DeSantis Nemesis is a good choice for this gun. I personally am going to get a crossbreed mini tuck for this. I just have to decide whether or not I'm going to carry it with the Crimson Trace installed, because that will obviously affect the mold. But you know, basically concealed carry gun, possibly even a backup gun, maybe for police officers or any guys in service. I know that can sometimes be an important thing. Definitely able to put on the ankle. As far as accessories go, pretty much straightforward there. I know you can get different types of magazines, and there are a few companies that offer lasers. Other than that, you know, there's really not too many options. Not sure about a flashlight. One thing I do have on this particular gun is the tritium night sights. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not, but those are a big help. I don't like to have a gun without night sights, because if you can't aim, you might as well just throw it. The night sights themselves are going to cost you about $100, and typically the price increase on a gun with sights as opposed to one without is less than that. So if you can get it with them, definitely would do that. As far as the value of the gun goes, it is on the more expensive end of firearms, but based on what I see here, you know, it's very well made, and Kahr does kind of have a stronghold on that niche market of well-made semi-autos in the subcompact variety. They pretty much have it locked down. But like I said, this can be an expensive gun. You definitely have to shop around. When I was shopping around, I saw price differences in $300 from one gun store to another. Obviously didn't buy it at the more expensive place. Just got to go around and see who has the best deal. A lot of good deals on used guns, on this gun in particular. I've seen a used, actually it was a PM9, had a few rounds fired through it, about 20, so I was told, but it was only about $450, which was an excellent deal. I was just looking for the 9mm. As far as durability goes, all signs point to this being a very durable gun so far. Haven't had any hiccups or anything like that. When I did take it to the range, had no issues. Again, fired 200 rounds and not one misfire or FTE, anything like that. Very reliable gun so far, it seems, and the way that it is constructed, it seems like a pretty sturdy gun. I think I'm going to have this one in the arsenal for quite some time. That is the review, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. No More Up 4, that's my channel. I will do a takedown video of this gun. Any feedback or any requests on there, definitely let me know. Be more than happy to put those up for you guys. But overall, Kahr PM9, excellent gun. It is what I carry, and if you're in the market for a concealed carry weapon, I suggest you start looking right here. No More Up 4 out.